Hello everybody, my name is Kevin and welcome back to another installment of Discover Hiroshima Beyond the Basics. Today, you might notice behind me, we have one of the many symbols in the city of the resiliency and recovery of our beautiful city, the main gate to Hiroshima Castle. Not only the castle, but the grounds today. I hope to show you the distinguished important points and give you a few tips for when you do visit the Hiroshima Castle, a can't miss in the city. Let's go. All right guys, as we're approaching the main gate, you can see this portion as well as the rest of what we'll see today was rebuilt only 13 years after the atomic bombing in 1958. However, castle grounds, including the main gate, built originally in 1589, uniting the local area under a daimyo, a local ruler named Mori Terumoto. Head inside. A few things as we walk. You'll notice, of course, the moat. As with other castles in Japan, a way to defend those inside, the important local rulers. The slats you see, triangles and square shapes as well, meant for projectiles, iron guns and arrows for the same reason. We'll approach the gate, so let's go. All right, guys, we're inside the Ninomaru, the inside main plaza, just past the main gate behind us. And we can see the Yagura building, one of the annex buildings just behind me here as well, on the right side of the main gate. In addition, in this quite wide area, we have a few foundations of some of the previous outpost buildings as well. And have a look, what a timely view. We're gonna head just this way from this point, walking through the castle grounds to the beautiful Hiroshima Castle. We have a lot to check out today, so without any more waiting, let's go. Follow me, let's go guys. So prior to continuing into the more central part, closer to the actual castle structure itself, I want to point out one of the trees here. This is one of 5 trees we call hibaku trees that were present at the time of the atomic bombing and from the original root system continued to thrive. This is a eucalyptus tree in particular, and again, one of the many symbols that some go unseen in the resiliency and recovery of the city of Hiroshima. All right, guys, we're continuing to get into the interior parts of Hiroshima Castle and the grounds. One thing I want to point out, on both sides of me, in fact, the remnants of the middle gate prior to the atomic bombing. Notice the red coloration. These stones from over 400 years ago had their color changed to this pink color just as an effect of the atomic bombing 79 years ago today. One other thing, a question for you, where do you think these stones came from? When the original ruler built the castle in 1589, they didn't come from the mountains or any other areas around. They came from the sea. How do you know? Follow me. One of the points for today that I challenge you to check out for yourselves when you visit Hiroshima Castle. If you notice right here, they're in various nooks and crannies around these pink colored rocks. There's the remnants of oyster shells, likely from over 400 years ago again, showing that these stones were brought from the sea, which was much closer at the time in the city of Hiroshima, here to build the original castle grounds. See if you can find these for yourselves when you visit. All right, guys, in the interior of the castle grounds here, as we continue to approach the castle, notice there's quite a few important areas. One of the most distinguished areas inside the castle grounds now is the Gokoku Shrine. So this shrine, a homage to the fatherland, is one of the more culturally important areas and central locations in Hiroshima City still today. The interesting thing about this particular shrine is it was moved from its original location, much closer to the hypocenter of the atomic bomb, as well as the A-bomb dome, moved to this location 11 years after the atomic bombing in 1956. Notice a lot of the traditional elements of a Shinto shrine as well. Just behind me, the main gate. Oh, hey guys, it's a little bit warm today. Maybe on your visit as well, you'll be just as interested as I am in any of these delicious flavors, but tofu, green tea, even sake, Japanese liquor flavors. Might have to grab one of these, even perhaps a special green tea from there too. Keep thinking on it. All right, guys, it's a beautiful day, and we can see Hiroshima Castle. If you look up just between the trees here, the canopy of the leaves, you can see Hiroshima Castle up close for the very first time. Beautiful structure. There's a lot of history to this area, of course. Today, an exact replica of the original 1589 castle, built originally by Mori Terumoto, the first local ruler of this expansive area in southwestern Japan, in the age of the daimyos, the local rulers from the castle grounds. As you can see, beautiful day. We'll obviously share a lot of the insights inside the castle, but a quick review of the basic information. Again, originally built in 1589, this replica was rebuilt amazingly in only 7 months in 1958. That would mean, do the math, only 13 years after the atomic bomb when it was completely destroyed. An amazing symbol again, as you see throughout the city, of the resilience and recovery of the people of Hiroshima. Wow. As you get closer to the castle, it's so impressive from here. And I think, as you know, the history of the castle, the fact that it was rebuilt as this symbol of recovery and resilience only 13 years after the bombing, an exact replica. It's a really imposing, impressive structure that symbolizes not only the past history and pride of the city of Hiroshima from 1589 until 1945, but the sense of beauty and recovery after as well. What an impressive structure and a beautiful day to see it as well. All right, guys, now we've had a chance to look inside Hiroshima Castle as well, in addition to the outside grounds. After seeing the interior, another key point I want to emphasize for you all today is the purpose of the castles. Not just Hiroshima Castle, but others in the time of these local domain rulers as well. You might think it was used for living quarters, I would assume. This isn't quite correct. If you think about the stairs inside, would you want to walk up the stairs each and every day? My poor knees just thinking about it. Generally, the castles were used for storage. In fact, of course, Hiroshima Castle, one of those buildings that were used as such. Of course, as a final resort, this would be the place to which the local rulers and their family, the higher-ups, would retreat to defend their domain from invaders. But generally, a place for storage, not necessarily regular living quarters. All right, guys, so this is the entrance to the castle. Let's head inside. You see very reasonable admission fees, and they do accept credit card and cash as well. Hello. Look, could I have a ticket for one, please? Yes. Okay, let's head into the first floor of quite a few, as you'll see, of the historical exhibitions. So Hiroshima Castle, as you see, the kind of cute symbol on the right side is known as Rijo Odori, Carp Castle in Japanese. The carp, now the name of the famous baseball team, quite popular here as well, has long been a symbol associated with the city of Hiroshima from the very beginning. Wow, check this out. This is very similar. So this was a place, if you look down through, you can see would have been open to release boulders and other types of projectiles to ward off any invaders who even made it this far. So this is very cool. Projectiles, stones, but even more so projectiles from this area too. And what is this? Looks like we can open this. This is awesome. So I just mentioned some of the windows that we had seen at the main gate. You can see a perfect example, one of these small windows to optimally protect from the outside, but be able to fire maybe the iron guns or certainly arrows, not only here, but to the other side of the moat as well. A source of protection for the Morty clan and those who followed inside. The real samurai helmet and armor. Let's see if I can try this one on. Wow, all right. Beautiful photography showing all angles of the 360-degree view from the very top of Hiroshima Castle, the observation deck. The best view, of course, will be with our own pair of eyes. We'll start from the south side of the castle's observation deck. Of course, right in front of us, we can see the castle grounds from which we came earlier. Nestled within there, I can see the green roof, the very top of Gokuku Shrine, starting with Hiroshima Orizuru Tower, the observation deck and exhibition area there. And of course, next to that, the enigmatic, enduring symbol of peace, the atomic bomb dome. I can see, of course, not just this direction, but to the west side of the observation deck as well. Lots of local landmarks, including a few new ones. The new Edion Peace Wing Hiroshima Soccer Stadium, hosted and supporting our local Sanfrecce Hiroshima J1 football club. They also have the new Central Park, redone just a few years ago, as Hiroshima City continues to grow and become an even livelier, beautiful beacon of peace up into some of the mountainous regions of Hiroshima. Again, this beautiful blend of sea, river, and mountain. Very notable, and of course beautiful from this vantage point. And naturally we'll finish off with the east side of the city as well. See a few important local businesses and companies, the local television station, some of the municipal buildings, and in the distance, Shukan Garden, a place I'm sure we'll visit together very soon. Well, to be honest, I could take in this view and the feeling all day, but we have a lot to see together, so let's get going. Follow me, everybody. All right, so guys, we're again still in this general area, same as the provisional military headquarters compound we saw. The map here is a good distinguisher. Again, one of the key points I want to remind you of today, that the castle, the main castle building, is not where the rulers would have lived. Rather, they would have lived, it was over a 52,000 square foot, that is about 4,800 square meter home filled with lots of different rooms. This structure, a lot of the foundations, again, you can see throughout the area here, and in this area, again, elevated on the castle compound, surrounded by the moat and protected, in general, would have been the place where the ruler, the local ruler, the daimyo, and those higher up would have stayed during normal times. There's quite a lot of those foundations of the history of the area right here still today. Surprise! All right, guys, as you can see, I'm really fighting for space up here. No, I'm kidding. This is a place that I always have to myself, and one of my highly recommended favorite photo spots. You get a really nice panoramic view from a different angle. That's beautiful both in the morning and in the afternoon, as we have now. The different angle of Hiroshima Castle from, as you can see, quite up close. You can see some of the rock formation, the base structure of the castle. In addition, a lot of the other rock structures that create the multiple levels. Unique distinguishing feature of the construction of Hiroshima Castle from here as well. Also, a great photo spot. Can't miss today's photo from here as well. All right, don't miss this spot as well. A few of the tips today I hope you take to heart. And if you do come visit Hiroshima, Hiroshima Castle is a can't miss. Say hello while you're at it too. All right, guys, we're approaching the Shinto Tori Gate, which marks the back entrance to the Hiroshima Castle and its grounds. And it'll mark the end of our journey together today on Discover Hiroshima Beyond the Basics. But I hope a few things. If you were yet undecided as to whether to include Hiroshima Castle in your itinerary to Hiroshima, I hope you're now decided. It's a can't miss in my book. And also, I challenge you to check out the few key points that I mentioned today. See if you can find them on your own visit. I'll leave you guys with the view of the back main gate, which reads Gokoku Jinja, the Gokoku Shrine that we checked out as well, one of the main entrances to there. And thank you so much. Peace and love from Hiroshima. See you again. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry, guys. It's delicious.